3 steps to turn your fans into buyers so you can quit your daily job. Well, sounds good to me. Let's meet Linda Albright, Head of Marketing. She's a Web3 native and Head of Marketing for the premier video NFT platform based in Los Angeles.
Because I thought it was ironic that this is specifically catered to creators at 9:30 in the morning. I don't know many creators who are early birds, myself included, but thank you for being here. It doesn't really matter who's in the room at the moment. I think the message is so profound, and I appreciate you being here at the conference overall. So my name is Linda Albright. As Anastasia mentioned, I am head of marketing for the Glass Protocol, which is the premier video NFT platform or protocol. So if you have a video or a film that you want to tokenize, we're the people to do that. And we're so passionate about this revolution. And I myself, as the introduction mentioned, have been in the space of, for a year or so, but my roots go back to Web 1 and Web 2 revolutions, where I founded others in the art, tech, commerce space. So I feel really passionate about Web 3 because I feel like Web 3 is going to do what Web 1 and 2 meant to do, but finally we can do it. Because if artists and creators have more power and autonomy and sovereignty, then the world improves. If artists and creators actually have financial resource and recognition and opportunity that they deserve, then we all win. So it's so exciting to be at this point in time. I think my slides are going to be off because, there we go, that's that. That's who we are. Oh, one thing, very proud of the fact that we've put $1.5 million in approximately in creators' pockets in about a year and a half time. So today, what I'm going to do is 3 steps, and I'm going to talk about 2 things, and I'm going to show you, because I figure it's better to show versus just tell. So the first step, we'll talk about who you need to be in Web3. The second step will be how you need to move forward, and the third step will be examples. Now, they asked for these slides 3 weeks ago. I don't know if any of you have ever put a slide presentation together, but it changes. But roughly, it's going to work out. So step number 1 is to flip the script. And by that I mean get in the mindset of Web 3. Web 2 mindset was all about, it's someone else is in charge. You're going to upload to YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, which is fine, but then you don't have any control after that. We all know that's the case. Web 3 flips the script where you have to remember, oh, I'm in charge. It's kind of like anybody invest in DeFi or in the DeFi space. It's like, oh my God, you mean I have to have my wallet? I have to have cold storage? What is that? It's a whole new game of responsibility. So I just invite you to really think that through. You've already been marketing and selling your work in the world. This takes out the middleman, but it puts all the responsibility on your shoulders. So one way to look at this is you can flip from hating sales and marketing, which most creators that I've worked with kind of have that resistance to loving it, because it's just another way to create. You're creating your own channels. You're creating your connection with your community. And this is the gold. Your fans and your community, as you know, are your gold. So mentally flip, and then I put down love the details. By love the details, I mean get clear on who you're selling to, how you want to sell. I know sales and money is sort of a dirty word in some art circles, but it doesn't need to be. Really understand your audience. So in our experience, we have 3 buckets in the audience, or the collectors. The first one in the NFT space we've noticed is sort of the investor, the speculator, the one who wants to make sure they get in. I was actually meeting with a CEO of a DeFi protocol, and he had his Bored Ape on his Apple Watch. So like pride, here first, did it, claim it, not a bad thing, and maybe flip it, right? So these speculators and investors are one bucket, and so they're going to want to be sold to and spoken to and connected with in a different way. So kind of know your audience, know who you want to appeal to. And we need all of these in the ecosystem. So we're really happy to have the investors and the speculators. They're very important. They keep the bear market moving. The second is your fans. So people who love what you do, they're already in. And they might be more Web 2 than Web 3. And if that's the case, we want to honor that. And so, for example, at Glass, about less than a year ago, we got onto Solana, because Solana tends to be a little bit easier to drop and to collect from. And so, so know your audience, and know that if they're a Web 2 audience, you're going to have to build that bridge. But if they're fans, all they really want, they're not in it to speculate, they're not in it to flip, they're in it because they love you. So merch and opportunities to connect with you, and special, tribes that you create for them, and special channels on Discord, because they will follow you anywhere. Now, they might be a little bit lower price point, so this is where knowing who you're selling to will help you decide how many editions, what the pricing is, but they are your loyal, they'll follow you to the ends of the earth, but they might need a little more hand-holding. And the third group, which most of you know, is the degens, right? So these are the creators who we're just in the space, we love it, like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, you might be able to sell a little bit of higher price point, and you follow each other around, you might collaborate with one another, and that is this ecosystem that basically everybody who's here at this conference. So the three buckets, the speculators and the investors, the Web 2 fans, and then the degens. So I want to give you examples of some artists who have successfully dropped on Glass, and they've been aware of these different aspects that I've mentioned. And learn from these trailblazers. So Taro is one of them. She just passed her 1-year anniversary of her first mint. And what was amazing about her is she really cultivated community before she dropped. I actually want to read you a quote. I just love this. She said, "She's building the soul tribe as the CEO of my music." So she offered all kinds of bells and whistles and special access, and I'll make you your own music video NFT, I'll make you a special song, I'll bring you into my tribe. She was just a wonderful heart and really got into it, but was brand new. But she succeeded. This is so interesting. This is Nadar Debit. I don't know how many of you know him. He is a very well-known trainer, thought leader in the development space. And he actually tokenized one of his courses, and you can see he made almost $4,000, which is more than any YouTube commission he's ever made. And so I put this up here just to show you that you can come from the Web 2 space. You don't have to be like, an adventurous, creative, outside of the box artist. You can just put what you do up, and people will appreciate it. And so he was appealing to the Web 2 as well as the Web 3 communities in terms of which bucket he was focusing on. Roki, many of you may know. Oh, I have a minute left. These next two are more speculative investor. They've big drops from, this is episodic, multiple episodes. Kids of the Apocalypse also have big drops, big fanfare, more speculation, but sort of trailblazers in the space. And the last two, Ray Isla is so wonderful because this was her Genesis drop. There's something really special about when it's your first drop. Again, she cultivated community, reached out to fans, and really did a beautiful job with her first drop. And finally, I don't know if any of you know Jamie Cornelia. Talk about an artist who is outside the box. She drops on different chains. She collaborates with different artists. She tries different pricing models, all to just get her work out there and kind of be a mover and a shaker in the space. And she is definitely in the ecosystem working with other Web3 innovators. So that, my friends, boy, that does go fast. Thank you for listening. Again, you can do it. Know who you're talking to. Adopt the Web3 paradigm mentality, and let's do this. Thank you.